Okay. Hi, I'm Regina.
I'm DC.
And we are going to share a little bit about what Memorial Day has come to mean to us over these last 15 years since we have personal experience. Due to our loved one, Chad Simon, Marine, he was serving in Iraq when he was injured and eventually passed away from the things that happened to him. And so we have learned over the years what Memorial Day means for families who are remembering and honoring a fallen service member. So that's what we just want to invite you into, like a little bit of a reflection and conversation about that. So you want?
Yeah, I can go first. What Memorial Day really means to me, as I've grown up with it, it's not really the whole thing isn't about the grief process, which is important, but it's not the whole thing. It's not to feel sad about the loved one that you lost, but rather to carry that memory with you, especially today. So it's a way to grow with the memory of the lost one rather than, always feeling burdened by it or upset about it or sad.
I agree with that. I think it is important to know that families like ours and veterans who served with men and women who were lost serving or for whatever reason, it's important to remember that while we have a weekend to honor and a day set aside to specifically make time to honor and remember, that we live it all year. And what I feel encouraged by is when people take a moment out of the barbecuing and the whatever it is you enjoy doing on the weekends, to take a moment and really just think about what it's like for us or the person that's gone, and then continue living.
Even if it's just a moment, just a moment of silence, or just to dedicate like a task or a thought to the day, even if you don't know anybody that's been lost. I think it's a nice way to honor those who have fought for your freedom to free.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's been a metamorphosis for me personally. I will say I've had years where I've just felt like it was my personal responsibility to make sure every single person understood exactly what this holiday meant and to behave accordingly. And then I've had years where I just couldn't even show up to speak because the grief was so overwhelming. I've had years where I surprised myself and did things that I really enjoyed and made new memories. There were moments where I felt like it was just my responsibility to make sure that he was fine because I was okay. And then there's been times when I feel like maybe he was the more solid one and he needed to encourage me. I think it is going to look different for everyone. No one person can tell you what it should look like, but I do think that something that can be helpful is what he said, just taking some time to remember what the day really truly is about. I will warn you against saying things like happy or celebration. That is for another time. Specifically today, just taking a few moments to honor and remember those who've served would be really, really helpful for those of us who have personal, direct experience with Memorial Day.
I think she wrapped it up